Warning. This game is rated M for mature. This game involves acts of a violent nature, sensitive topics around sexual themes, and a very annoying talking bear. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Hi, Senpai.
Oh, hey, Risei. Oh, and everyone else too. Except for Kanji.
Yo,
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the show on TV last night? Naoto-kun was on.
that thing about the detective prince solving the case? Come on, we're the ones who actually caught the killer.
But the police were the ones who identified the suspect, and he was cooperating with them on it, right? So it's true that he helped solve the case.
I'm kinda surprised, though. I didn't think he was the type to go after the spotlight like that.
Good morning. I've been waiting for you all. There's something I needed to discuss with you regarding the case.
Discuss? Dude, we'll be late if we talk too long. Hey, where's your uniform?
Could you please indulge my current theory on the matter?
What is it?
First, as regards commonalities between the victims, all of them were kidnapped before they were murdered. The victims were all locals who had been the focus of recent media attention, becoming suddenly well-known. That is the most likely scenario. I don't believe there's anything intrinsically unique about the victims themselves. Haven't you all come to the same conclusion?
Yeah, I basically mentioned this last night, yesterday, that this is the, sort of idea that Naoto was going for, you know?
Then allow me to state my point. Will you admit that a number of you fit these identical circumstances? There was a long interval between the second and third deaths in this case. But after I applied the aforementioned criteria, I discovered several similar disappearances had taken place. Yukiko Amagi, Kanji Tatsumi, Risei Kujikawa. All of you disappeared shortly after being shown on TV. Either you escaped death somehow, or you faked your own disappearances in order to divert attention from yourselves. Since some of you had ties to the victims, there came a point where I suspected one of you must be the culprit.
You thought one of us was the killer? Oh, you can't be serious.
This was a prior theory, since discarded.
Okay, so let's talk about this train of logic. Naoto thought that we, the main character, was probably the killer. This comes from, you know, like, detective reasoning of the idea that, let's just assume that the only reason why the murders are happening is because it's here in Inaba, okay? That's why Naoto is here in the first place. So imagine this. I show up, and the next day, a murder happens. Someone that I now meet is now close with with the victim immediately after that, and then I befriend all three of the next potential suspects, and then the next actual murder victim is in fact my homeroom teacher. So think about this. All things considered, we are the most likely person to have committed these crimes. Which is why Naoto even remotely got close to us in the first place. Because, you know, being bold, just like going out saying, I am watching you, might cause the murders to then change. You know? And then seeing that nothing actually did, and in fact the opposite happened, where it's like, everything went smoothly, and then we catch someone that potentially could have been the actual perpetrator. Yeah, like, it kind of makes sense of why Naoto would go, okay, so let's think about this. It's a really interesting, train of logic, you know?
Putting together everything I've learned until this moment, I believe exactly the opposite. You aren't the culprits. You may, in fact, be the only ones with the means to pursue the true perpetrator. Seen as a joining of forces between the rescued, everything falls into place. Of course, this is all speculation. There is in fact a flaw in the theory. It doesn't account for the third incident, Mr. Muraoka's murder. He has never been broadcast on television, and neither did he ever disappear. We must also consider the condition of his corpse. The first two victims are still listed with an unknown cause of death. But Mr. Muraoka died of an easily identifiable blunt force trauma to the occipital cranium. The police have not satisfactorily resolved this discrepancy, yet they are desperate to close the case. Further action will be necessary to obtain some sort of decisive evidence.
There's also another piece of an inconsistency around the case. The first two victims, and potentially whoever you failed to save in the, if you were to run out the timer on the dungeon. I don't think I've ever seen someone like run out the dungeon in any of the games, actually. Like, it's pretty easy to just go into the dungeon. If you really feel like it, you'll just take an entire week just to like push into the dungeon. If you're the type of person to go, well, we hit a mini boss, let's go, and that is Mr. Muraoka was hung off a water tower, and the thing that the other two victims were hung off of were a TV antenna, a high-powered TV antenna, and a telephone pole. So it's like, it does convoke the idea of like, maybe they were killed and then when the body settled, it just got spat out of the wire, since, again, like, we do go into the TV. It makes a little bit of sense.
Further action? What do you mean?
Well, whatever the outcome, the evidence should come to light. You said something interesting to me not long ago.
Hey, where are you going?
This is not a game for me either.
Naoto-kun?
Okay, so there's quite a bit to think about right there. We got a few people that want our attention. I don't know if we're hanging out with Yumi today. I no longer have my notes up because I was just trying to get to the after school part. Okay, so several things to think about with that, several things to ponder, but for now we've got to do a few things. Mostly get back to our actual save file, this one down here. I'm gonna just make sure that there isn't anything that I'm missing before that. One second. Nope, doesn't seem like it. So we're gonna be hanging out with our sports friends in a bit, but first I gotta go switch save files, render out the previous video, stuff like that. Okay, be right back.
Okay, after loading my save and doing everything I need to do, now we can hang out with Daisuke. Yon, gonna practice? Yeah, sure. Since we have Siegfried,
Alright.
let's go. Oh boy. Alright, we'll get a game today. Don't hold back. Soccer game began. It's time to show the results of your hard practice.
Go.
What was that? Nice, get the ball to Alan if he's open. That was crazy, Alan. I didn't know you could hustle like that. With him on the team, we might actually have a shot at the next year's tournament. Man, I'm glad you came along. Thanks to your play, oh yeah. Oh yeah, thanks to your play, it seems the rest of the team has begun to acknowledge you. You owe it all to your training. After waiting for the basketball practice to end, you came here with Daisuke and Co. like normal. Oh, it's awesome! So training paid off, huh? You just seen the look on their faces. Then I won't get stuck with all the grunt work. He's one of the team. Daisuke is beaming as if it's all thanks to him. So am I free now? Well, it's hard work polishing balls after day after b-ball practice. Yeah, thanks for helping out, Ko. It's not like I did for you. Still, Alan, that worked out. Ko's beaming like it was all thanks to him as well. Guys, I'm just getting warmed up. Hey, you sound pretty confident. Maybe I should just leave the team to you, huh? Well, I say we should celebrate. 1 extra order of Mappa rice, please. Alan, here's Zombie. 3 of you celebrate at the end of your training. You neglected to tell them that you're rich and you could technically pay for everything else, but hey, you'll let them do this. Oh, that was a really hard yawn. Ow. I'll have pepper steak. Hold the green peppers. Hold the all you've got left is meat, dude. If that's all you want, why don't you just order this? 3 of you had a good time talking about food. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Oh, you don't look so good. It's gonna rain tomorrow. I was gonna do laundry too. I don't like how she told us that it's gonna rain tomorrow. Like I said, my goal right now is to hopefully gather another thing of wheat before.
Great vegetables.
Great vegetables. See what hard work gets you? Yeah. So my goal is to harvest another thing of crack wheat before I go into the dungeon, but I don't think that's gonna be a possibility. I think it's gonna be just a little bit too long.
I'm excited to see them come in.
Yeah. That's 6 days. I'll probably have enough time. Okay, I'm gonna quickly grab another Genji beetle and another Inaba beetle, and be right back. I forgot to unpause. Well, unmute. We're gonna be hanging out with Dojima today, and in the morning, before I head off to hang out with the person for that day, I'm probably gonna just get rid of Unicorn and just swap it out for Moon. And then in a few days I'll swap out Virtue for Yulinker. And everything will be good by then. Is there anyone they don't have? Oh right. The one that's the tower. No, I have 'em. Yeah, that'd be it. Because I have Trumpeter here. Do I not have White Rider? Oh, that's weird. Why would I even... Yeah. I'll probably just also replace Hellbiker at that time as well, so I can make room for a White Rider. That's sad.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Ah.
You're not bored, huh? Yeah. Dojima is staring intently at something. Looks like
Data about cars?
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry, I got my hands full here. Want some coffee? That's my job. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I was thinking about how when talking with okay, I was thinking about this when I was just talking with Nanako just now. I feel like she's changed a lot lately. I don't know how to put it, but she's stronger. I feel like I'm being left behind. Ever since you came, this house has become a lot, well, homey. The house isn't just a big box, it's a place for family to live together. Laughing, crying, fighting, spending most of your lives together. A warm place. I forgot what that felt like. I wanted to get back more than anything, and I feel like I've just been dodging it the whole time. Yeah, understand why? You little punk. Yeah, I kinda nailed it. That's it exactly. Been kind of a coward. Not wanting to kind of deal with his own thoughts, you know. We've been in the same place, but we aren't connected. You brought the two of us together. Rest is my problem. Where do I draw the line with this? Felt Dojima's quiet determination. Screw this, I'm drinking tonight. Alan, you're drinking with me. The alcohol-free type, of course. You'll pass out before me, and you pass out before me and you get arrested, right? You take with Dojima until we passed out and you went to your room. Well, this was an interesting day. I'm probably gonna need to record tomorrow as well. Actually I should probably record up until the, where am I at? Probably recording until the 15th or something. Either way. I'll see you guys next time. Leave a like and comment down below. Tell me what you feel about what's going on so far. I always like hearing from other people. There's links below to several things, including my streams. I stream very occasionally. I'm thinking about trying to beat Salt and Sanctuary again, since I haven't finished that game, and it is technically a game that I haven't completed. A lot like how I basically forced myself to play through to finish Spore, so I can actually technically say I completed the series. But you know, I'll see you guys next time.